The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
55's Mike.
Dalton now to pass. Going deep downfield for Ross. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 42-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Dalton gives to Bernard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Lead! I'm coming for you, son. Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here you go. Hands up.
3rd and 2 for Dalton. Going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Into the end zone. Washington Redskins touchdown. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score, Bengals 31, Redskins 21.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
From the 44, Dalton got his man. It's Eifert. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 42. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Hands up, please.
Are you getting the headache? Are you getting the headache?
Mike, 55. Right here. Watch this. Don't say nothing.
So Dalton now. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hey, Charlie.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 55 is my guy, 55. 3 buzz.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 28.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Switch up, switch up.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result? 6 points.
Touchdown. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. On the draw, this is Love. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Luck. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Luck. Escaping the pressure right. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Love. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Uncorks one for Davis, and that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Carl Lawson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Luck now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man Johnson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 3rd down, here's Love. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Bengals 38, Redskins 28. Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
It's just me and you.
2-by-2. Move.
Here's Dalton. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But it's going to be 2nd down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
Mike 55, Mike 55. You run. 55.
Passing, it's Dalton. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 44-yard line.
Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the run, it's Mixon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Mixon. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now Mixon. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
57's Mike.
Here's Locke. Got a man, that's Richie James. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cincinnati, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.